Good afternoon, Exeter. Town election day is right around the corner. So for this episode of the Exeter Biweekly Report, we will be giving you summaries of the Warrant articles, along with recaps of recent events. Let's get started! Town election day is March 9th. The polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. There are 20 warrant articles on the ballot. We over at Exeter TV met with several members of town staff to get more information on the warrant articles. Up first, we have town planner Dave Sharples with more on Article 4 about the construction of a solar array at the transfer station.
Hello, I'm Dave Sharples, town planner and Sustainability Officer for the town of Exeter. I'm here today to provide you information on Article 4 regarding a solar array at the landfill property here at the Crossroad landfill. Behind me is the Crossroad landfill. It's a capped landfill, and you can see some solar panels as well in the forefront. This is where a potential solar array would be located. Right now, the land is just a capped landfill, and it is a liability to the town, and we're looking to try to turn that into an asset and something that can produce revenue for the town.
Turning the unused capped landfill into a solar farm is projected to have no tax impact, meaning that the revenue generated from the project will be equal to or greater than the cost.
There were two options that were presented in these proposals. One was to lease the land directly to an investor, which would have been simply just leasing the land, and an investor would have came in and built the array and maintained it, so the town would really have no responsibility for the array except collecting the monthly lease payments. Another option that was presented to us was the town would have direct ownership and essentially be the investor, permit the project, build the project, and also realize the benefits. We examined both of these proposals, and the select board determined to advance the proposal to the voters to purchase this solar array and construct it so we'd get the benefits. There would be several benefits under a direct ownership that you wouldn't get a lease. Under the direct ownership proposal, according to the Revision Energy, at year 25, the project would have a cash flow positive of about $1.8 million of revenue to the town. Over the life of the project, which is expected about 40 years, they estimate that the town will have a positive cash flow of approximately $6.7 million.
If completed, the solar array would be the largest municipality-owned solar array on a landfill in the state of New Hampshire. According to a 2020 emissions survey, a solar array of this size has the potential to offset 92% of the town's municipal operations electricity use. To learn more about the proposed project, visit the latest news section on exeternh.gov. Up next, Water Sewer Manager Matt Berube breaks down several items from the Public Works Department.
Hello, my name is Matt Berube, and I'm the Water Sewer Manager for the town of Exeter. Today I will be discussing some details about the upcoming water and sewer warrant articles, specifically number 5 and 6, which are on the ballot for the town vote March 9th, 2021. Article 5 is the wastewater lagoon cleaning. This project's request is for $2,600,000 to complete the removal and disposal of 40 years of accumulated wastewater sludge in the old lagoons. The funding would go towards hauling away of sludge, about 10,000 wet tons removed from Lagoon 1. The sludge is currently being stored in geotubes to dewater so the sludge can be transferred into trucks and hauled away for disposal at a regional facility. And as you can see from the picture, that is our old lagoon facility, and that's where the wastewater used to go and basically settle out and accumulate in sludge, like I've discussed. Once the dewater sludge is hauled away, we wanted to continue with Lagoon 1 sludge removal to completion and remove the sludge from Lagoon 2 and store in geotubes, which is about an additional 4,000 to 5,000 wet tons to dewater so the sludge can be transferred into trucks and haul away for disposal. This next slide is showing the actual geotubes. Sludge has been pumped into these this fabric material. And right now, as you can see the water to the right of that tube, it's actually draining itself out, dewatering and becoming a more dry sludge cake that can actually be dug out and put into a truck and hauled away. There are three factors that contribute to increasing costs each year. Hauling costs are increasing. Disposal options are limited as far as landfills are filling up, and some places are not taking any additional sludge. And also regulations on the sludge is becoming more strict as they start to do more PFAS testing and arsenic testing and reducing those limits in the state. That also reduces the amount that can be disposed of. So this is the cheapest time to dispose of the wastewater treatment plant sludge. Hauling costs and sludge quality, meaning what is in it, are becoming expensive issues. Article 6 is a new groundwater source development. And as you can see, there's a few years of requests, but currently we're asking for $1 million in 2021 to continue to expand and grow our water system. So the town continues to expand and grow. Well, so does the need for our water supplies to meet current and future water demands. The town has taken an integrated water management approach, utilizing both surface and groundwater treatment. This project would continue work towards developing a new well site to fully expand the groundwater treatment facility capacity by adding a fourth green sand filter. Accommodations or expansion for a fourth filter was designed during the original groundwater treatment plant. What you're seeing is the Gilman well house. That there's a well inside that building, and it's part of the supplies for our groundwater treatment. Here is that space I was speaking of at our groundwater facility. There's three vessels, as you can see in the picture. The space that this picture was kind of taken from is where the fourth filter would go, and you can see the little electrical box waiting for it. The existing wells are not producing enough water consistently without expansion of new wells and redevelopment to the existing groundwater sources. According to pump tests conducted on Gilman and Stadium wells in 2020, the sustainable yield was 0.58 million gallons a day, which is half of the estimated yield in previous studies when we brought these wells back online. Combining all three wells, the groundwater treatment plant has a capacity of 1.0 million gallons a day, which is 0.43 million gallons a day less than previously estimated. The groundwater treatment plant has 0.56 million gallons a day of unused capacity, and we are looking to expand and find a new groundwater source to accommodate this unused capacity. And we're looking for something in the 350 gallons a minute range, which would be about 0.5 MGD. The current funding request of $1 million would continue with New Hampshire DES permitting, production well drilling and testing, and possible land acquisition if necessary. Thank you for your time to listen to the article presentations. If you have any more questions, please feel free to contact me at Department of Public Works.
The Exeter Parks and Recreation Department is hard at work getting ready for spring sports. Here's Director Greg Bison with more.
We're excited to offer summer camp again this year. We currently have plenty of spaces available. For more information, go on our website to see if our summer camp will meet your needs. Also, on March 8th, spring sports will be launched. We have soccer, t-ball, field hockey, track and field, and any other activities that you'd desire. Check out our website for more details.
Up next, a small sample of recent programming here at Exeter TV. There's plenty of new programming to check out this week on Exeter TV. Last month, we released 4 new Seacoast Sports Forum episodes, a new Sounds of Swayze interview and performance with singer-songwriter Dean Harlem, a panel on the proposed Black Heritage Pocket Park, a historical society lecture on a Seacoast area Civil War soldier's letters home, and several government meetings. February is a busy time of the year for Exeter's boards and committees. From the deliberative session and warrant articles to the police stakeholders survey and various action items set before our boards and commissions, many topics were covered. 20 meetings were held over the course of the month. If you'd like to keep up with your local government, you can find reruns of these meetings on Channel 22 or our video on demand website. You can even join in on meetings live through Zoom. A link to the Zoom meeting can be found on each meeting's agenda. As we move into March, we will continue to provide you with updates on the town election and meetings, as well as share enriching local content focused on Exeter's cultural scene. You can follow us on Facebook and YouTube, or subscribe to our newsletter for more updates. Thanks everyone for watching the Exeter Biweekly Report. Our next episode will be March 19th. So, until then, stay safe, and here's your 4-day forecast. Looks like we have a mostly sunny weekend ahead of us. Friday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 30 degrees and a low of 17 degrees. Saturday will be sunny with a high of 30 degrees and a low of 16 degrees. On Sunday, expect a high of 34 degrees and a low of 17 degrees. And on Monday, you can expect a high of 40 degrees and a low of 29 degrees.